Well, good morning, Arkansas. We've got a great chance for rain and storms coming up later this week, also with a chance for rain late Tuesday into Wednesday. But before we get to that, I want to tell you about one of our partners. It's TCW. They have a great internet plan in select communities across Arkansas. Russellville, Conway, Lone Oak, and Magnolia are included, among others. So if you want fast internet, give them a call. It's tcworks.com. They have a buried network, so they don't run into issues if we run into weather issues a lot of the time. And this weekend, we're going to have some weather issues. They're not bad. It's not uncommon, but it's our first real big soaker of the winter-spring time period. Of course, the winter storm brought us 1 to 2 inch rainfall amounts, but it was all frozen. So this one not quite as fun, but we will probably see some 2+ inches amounts of rain as we get into this weekend. Of course, light amounts are expected late tonight into early Wednesday. As you look at the latest data, that rain begins in West Arkansas sometime by the middle of the afternoon, and then as you get into the middle evening through central part of South Arkansas. Can't rule out a shower in North Arkansas, but the focus here today into tonight is Central and South Arkansas. Generally, this activity where you could see a heavier downpour or two is moving out of the state by sunrise on Wednesday, and then it's pretty quiet Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, and for most of the day on Friday. By late Friday, you're going to see rain and thunderstorm activity begin to increase out in western and northwest Arkansas. That is going to expand into Saturday along and north of this boundary that's going to be positioned right along central Arkansas. So you can kind of see how things shape up for Saturday night. Saturday during the day, rain and thunderstorms are expected to become widespread as an area of low pressure moves through Arkansas. A lot of times, if we're going to see big-time severe weather events, that low pressure needs to track just north of Arkansas, puts more of Arkansas in the warm sector. Temperatures are going to be pretty cool on Saturday, except for where maybe in South Arkansas they can climb into the 60s. So the severe weather threat looks low. It's not zero. There's going to be a line of storms, we think, that moves from west to east, with a good soaking rain in the north half of the state, especially. You see by 9 p.m. Saturday, this is all beginning to move east. There's wraparound rain on the backside of this area of low pressure that keeps it raining in North Arkansas for longer. That's where I think the highest rainfall totals will be there. And then this all begins to pull away on Sunday morning. Let's go over the severe weather threat real quick. And while the wind fields look great, instability isn't exactly there. You see it's on the low side, mainly in South Arkansas and the south half of the state. So if there is a risk for severe weather, and there probably will be a low end, it's mainly one of those where you expect a few wind reports. You can't rule out an isolated tornado, but the chance is very low. So that's our take on it right now. Things can change. It's Tuesday. You know, by the time we get to Saturday morning, we may have a different feel for it, but at least that's our feel for it today. And we're never going to hype something up for clicks or views. Our feel is that the severe weather threat is not very high. This is mainly a big rainmaker for the state of Arkansas. Now, it is also going to be windy. This system brings in winds Saturday afternoon, 20 to 30 miles per hour maximum. I think a lot of you see closer to 15 miles per hour, but it gets windy behind the system as this area of low pressure pulls away. So on Sunday, Eurodata really is highlighting 30 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts across much of the state. So busy weekend for weather. Hopefully we avoid the severe weather. As you look at the rest of your Tuesday, we're in the 70s for most of the day. It's going to be very warm statewide. So another repeat of Monday. Cooler on Wednesday after we get that rain out of here early. South Arkansas, kind of a different deal. You'll still be well into the 60s. And look at the 7-day forecast. You know, we've got things to talk about. Friday late into Saturday is kind of the big thing to watch. It'll be pretty cool here on Saturday in central Arkansas. Warmer the further south you go, cooler the further north you go. The rain ends early Sunday. And by next Monday, next Tuesday, we're right back into the 60s and 70s with probably another system to watch about 10 days from now. So that's your update. Download the Arkansas Weather Network app for more detailed information at your location.